What's up, y'all? What is up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody had an awesome... Okay, here we go. We got a delay over here in this screen over here. We got a delay in this screen over here. We got a delay on this screen right here. Anyway, how's everybody doing out here tonight? So today, man, I'm gonna blow your mind, man. I'm gonna blow your mind. Are you in control of your brain? Are you in control of your brain? And I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you, or whoever's on here joining me right now. I want to hear what your answer is. Hold on. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on with this computer over here. But anyway, shout out to everybody who's joining me right now. So are you in control of your brain? Because one of the things that helped me drop 98 pounds wasn't just the keto lifestyle, wasn't the intermittent fasting. It was not just that. It was my brain. I had to be in control of my brain. You know, I had to reprogram it. I was living for a long time a different way and pretty much following what people did and letting people, like, growing up, you know, when you're growing up, it's a whole different thing. Like, your brain's programmed to eat all the food in your plate. You hear your mom or your dad telling you, man, you know what, there's people out there, there's kids out there, and I know you heard this, there's kids out there that have nothing to eat, so you should be grateful for what you have and eat it all. You know, or the other one, you got to eat 4, 5, 6 times a day to drop weight. So all this was in my mind and all this was in my brain. And that's what I was living by for many of years. Many of years I was living by that way. And even sometimes with people, you know, they have they're trying to break habits. You know, they're trying to break what's it called? You gotta help me here. They're trying to break addictions like smoking and all kinds of stuff. So my mom, she smoked for many of years, a lot of years, probably like 30, 40, maybe more years, about 30, 40 years. And then one day she just quit. And I said, Mom, you know what, how did you do that? You know, it's good, but how'd you do it? She goes, I don't know what it was. It's just that one day I wasn't taking no for an answer. I just told I made my mind up and said, you know what, I'm going to quit smoking. And to this day, she has never smoked again. So people out there that, you know, they smoke the green cigarette, and, you know, and I'm not saying it's bad for you. You know, I'm not here to tell you what's bad for you and what's good for you. The only thing I'm here to tell you is that you can break addiction. You could break addiction. You could break a lot of stuff. But how do you do that? You do that by being in control of your mind, being in control of your brain. Because right now, if you say you're in control of your brain, 80% of us are not. You know, we're not. And I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. Sometimes we say we want to do something and we don't do it. Why? Because we get lazy. It's not that we get lazy. It's just that bad part of our brain telling us, you know what? You don't got to do this. We're going to settle for this. You know, but once you start getting your brain and you start running, your brain's gonna follow through. You know, you got to be strong. Just like when you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh man, you know, you don't want to get up. You want to hit the snooze button. You're like, man, I don't feel like getting up. It's too early. Oh my God, you know, I don't feel like getting up. And you hit the snooze button, because my wife does like 4 or 5 times, but she does get up. And, you know, you don't want to get up. But if you do this, you know, I heard this from one of the great motivational speakers. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name right now, but I will next time. I heard it from a couple of motivational speakers. And count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and get up. You know, or whatever's going to work for you, but you are in control. You have to be in control of you. People, and I don't want to be so blunt, but people that are fat, because I used to be fat, right? And I still consider myself fat. They know they have health problems. When a person drops weight, they feel so good. They feel so good. But when a person gains weight, they're like, oh man, I gained weight. Oh, what am I doing and everything? But it's because during that time, your brain was telling you, hey, you know what? You could eat this. You could have this. Don't worry about it. You could have it, because it happens to all of us. It happens to every one of us. But if you are in control of your mind, then you could just shut it off. You can say, you know what? If you're in control of your brain, you can say, you know what? I don't need to eat that. You know, and let it become a habit for you. It's going to be a good habit, you know. Like when we go in the very beginning, when we go to restaurants and stuff, when I was first doing the keto lifestyle, I'm still doing the keto lifestyle, but when I was first doing the keto lifestyle, we used to go to a certain place and they used to bring bread to us and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, we don't want the bread. Take the bread away, you know. And after a while, just like, you know, we don't want the bread, you know, and then, you know, because if you get the bread, what's going to happen if you eat some of that bread? You're going to want dessert. You're going to want more food. You see, so you just pretty much cut it off. Like, I mean, I don't need no bread. You know, when I didn't know what I was going to do, like, man, you know what? I'm going to have to leave Whataburger. I'm going to have to leave all these places alone. And then, you know, I'm sorry. I was thinking of my friend's daughter. She passed today, but pray for them, man. Really good friends of mine. I ain't gonna put names out there or nothing like that, but just pray for them. Thank you. And anyway, you see how the brain works. The brain, you know, no matter what I was trying to talk about, it's in my mind, you know, and it's been in my mind. And the brain's powerful. The brain is the most powerful tool you can have, you know. But when it comes to having health problems, sometimes you might not have those health problems. Your brain might be telling you have a health problem. And for instance, you know, again, I don't want to mention no names, but I don't think he'll mind. But, you know, my brother-in-law, you know, he lost 60 pounds. 60 pounds. That's really, really awesome. Really, really awesome. And he's doing a lot better for himself. But look what it took. It took 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It took him to be in the hospital. And sometimes it takes people to be in the hospital and they go back to their habits. They go back to what they were doing. Because they're not in control of they're not in control of their brain. They're not strong enough to control their brain. You know, but then after a while you find yourself and you're like, man, you know what? I'm in control of my brain. This is my brain. You know, I'm going to use it to my best ability. I'm going to use it to help me out, to help me get through things. I'm not going to use it for it to feel sorry for me. I'm not going to use it for it to cripple me. I'm going to use it to take the power out of it, to do what I have to do. You know, since I dropped 98 pounds and since I'm a new person, I dropped all this weight and my health is A1, you know, really good and everything, you know. It's different now. It's different how I think, how I function, how I move. It's just all different. Everything's different. How I see things are different. You know, it's like I don't know enough. I want to read more. I want to learn more. Just recently, I found out that I don't listen enough. You know, here, man, you know what? I need to listen more. I need to listen more. And I do catch myself sometimes. And if you know me, sometimes I talk over you. And I don't talk over you to be rude, but it sounds rude. I talk over people because I get too excited about what we're talking about. But then I thought about, hey, you know what? I need to listen more. That's what I've been doing wrong. So none of us are perfect. The only perfect is God. That's who's perfect. So we all need to work on ourselves, no matter what. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. I haven't been listening to listening to people. Listen. And I remember one of the biggest things my dad said when he was here, listen. So here I am trying to be a motivational coach, a life coach, and keto coach and intermittent fasting coach and everything. But I'm not listening. I do listen to you, but I'm not listening to you. I need to, and it's bad. I mean, it's a bad habit, and I'm breaking it. I'm going to break it. I noticed it yesterday, I didn't see it as a problem until I noticed it. And sometimes that's what we have to do. We have to notice it some kind of way and notice it's a problem. We all have these bad habits that we think we don't have bad habits, but that's a bad habit, And so now I can go back and fix that. I can fix that. I know that I'm like that because there's times my mom calls me, my wife calls me, people call me all the time, even people that I'm setting gigs for, weddings, whatever I'm doing. And I don't rudely hang up on them, but I hang up on them fast. So I call them back and say, I'm sorry, what were you saying? Oh, I was going to tell you bye. Or I was just going to tell you about this. Oh, I forgot, I'm sorry. And I didn't see it as a problem till yesterday, because I'm just in the middle of trying to pass and give me another certificate. And so I noticed what I was doing wrong. And sometimes, we got to correct ourselves. Again, we're not perfect. So what I try to do is like, you know what, man, I know I can do better. And I need to listen. Because in order to you got to listen. And I didn't know that. I do listen to people. Don't get me wrong. I do listen to you. I listen to you. But I interrupt you. And I shouldn't interrupt. That's rude of me to interrupt. So if I ever interrupted you, and I'm sure there's a lot of you, or if I ever talked over you, I'm sorry. Those are not bad intentions, even though they are. But I wasn't trying to do that. It's just that was me. I'm always going. Like my wife says, man, you're always going so fast, It's the energy. It's the not eating all those net carbs, It's not eating all that sugar and all that bad oils and stuff. That's what it is. It's the energy, But so I do apologize about that. I do apologize. And please share my video, guys. Please share my videos. And if there's anything you want me to talk to you about, call me 832-715-2557. I want to be a listener. I want to listen to you. I won't talk over you. I want to listen. And that's the problem that I've been doing wrong. Hey, baby, how you doing? So my wife says, you definitely come from a great place. We all have something we can improve. Yes, she's been telling me for the longest time. She tells me, babe, let them finish talking, and of course, again, I don't mean it by doing it in a bad way, but now that I've seen it, hey, it's bad. So I am going to control. I know that it might happen again. Not that I'm looking for it to happen again, but I know it might happen because, again, we're not perfect, but we do serve an amazing, perfect God. So, I just want to let y'all know, man, that the brain is so powerful, and I can show you examples of what it's done for me since I've been in control of my brain. It has learned me to have discipline. I have a lot of discipline when it comes to intermittent fasting. My brain has taught me that this is not right. Don't go down this path when you're already over here. It has taught me, it has taught me when I'm wrong about something. You know, it taught me not to have fear. This year, recently, we went to Disney World, and I was always scared to get on the roller coaster rides. My wife can tell you I was scared to get on the roller coaster rides. Even the kids' roller coaster rides. I was scared. But I got on this time. I got on a few of them. And, you know, it was the fear that I had. You know, what if something happens, man? What if, you know, you're on this news, you know, and I'm like, oh my God. But sometimes, you know, we got to be in control. We have to be in control. I even got on the little things that take you across, you know. I'm not sure what they're called, but the liners, what are they called? And this is something I would have never done. But I said to myself, you know what, brain, we're going to be okay. There's nothing that you're going to do to trigger me not to get on this. I'm going to get on this with my family, and we're going to be okay. The same thing when people get anxiety. When they get anxiety, they get into this anxiety mode because it's something that's happening to them. Because they feel that they're not in control, that they feel like the doors are closing on them, the walls are closing on them. They don't know what to do, and they're trying to escape. And sometimes they can't. And the reason why is because their brain is triggering off like, you know what? This is how we've been doing it for the longest time. This is where you're going to fall on the floor, or you're going to go hide and turn off the lights and you're scared. And this is what you're going to do. These are the actions you're going to take. Remember, I'm in control. But if you step back and say, what can I do for when I feel like I'm going to get anxiety? You know, there's exercises for it. One thing you can do is tell your anxiety. I know it might sound crazy, but tell your anxiety and tell your brain, you're in control. You're in control. There's nothing's going to happen. You're in control. You say, well, that's not going to happen today. I'm in control. I'm going to have an awesome day. And anxiety's not going to get in the way. Damn, I'm rhyming. The same thing when people get depression. Sometimes people get depressed about something that's not even pertaining to them. It might be something that happened to somebody else and they're depressed about it and they're sad. Well, that's the same way you have to reprogram your brain and tell your brain, you know what? Why am I going to be depressed? I've been depressed enough for these years. I'm tired of being depressed. I'm tired of having depression. So when is it my turn? I tell you what, it's my turn today. I ain't going to have no depression. Even if I feel that my depression is coming on, I am going to have a happy day. And you tell your mind, and you tell your brain, we are going to have a happy day. And your brain's going to be like, oh, no, you're not. And you say, yes, we are. Because you know what? I'm in charge. You're not in charge. I'm in charge. And when you start getting that charge, and when you start feeling that way and start telling your brain and doing this, and it might take seconds, it might take minutes, it might take months, whatever it's going to take, it's an exercise you have to do and keep on doing it. And I know it works because I had some bad habits. My wife can tell you I had bad habits. I was a big guy. I was sick all the time. I hate to go over everything I had, but you know, the last thing I had was type 2 diabetes. I had high blood pressure for many years. I had asthma. I had everything. Everything. I had a lot of wrong things wrong with me. Depression, anxiety, you name it. I was going through it. No one knew because I was a kind of private person when it comes to that, you know. But now, now it's different. Now I'm in control. This is my brain. We gonna make moves. There's no, this is not going to happen, because it's going to happen. I'm going to make sure it happens. You know, right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not feel like doing this show. I did not feel like doing this show, but I said, what if somebody wants to hear this? What if somebody needs to hear this? You know, I'm not such in a good mood because, like I told you, you know, my homeboy, you know, like real good people, you know, their daughters. So it's like, you know, but I knew I had to do this video, you know, and my brain was easily telling me, you know what, man, you ain't going to do this video. Don't worry about it. you're going to be okay. But I'm in control. So I said, we're going to do this video. And that's what we're doing right now. We're doing this video. But man, if you have an addiction out there and you try to go out there and get help and stuff like that, and it hasn't helped you and nothing's helped, it's because you haven't helped you. You can go to therapists, you can go to counselors, you can go to life, you can go wherever you want to go. And sometimes you can go to places where they tell you that, you can even get, what's it called? I can't think of it. But anyway, it'll come to me. But you could even go try to get clean, whether it's smoking, whatever it is, whatever addiction you got. But you can break it. You are in charge of your brain. When you say, oh man, you know what? I can't give up smoking. Yes, you can. Yes, you can give up smoking. Is it going to be hard to give it up? Yeah, it'll be hard, but guess what? You can give it up. Think about everything when you smoke. Think about what it looks like. Man, you know what? And no offense or nothing, but like I don't like the fact when women smoke. I don't like it. It's always been a turnoff for me, Again, no offense to no one. But the thing is, it's not so much that. It's what it's doing to you. It's what it's doing to your lungs. This is really true. What they show, it's true. Drinking. How many times have you had an alcoholic in your family? Because I have one. I have a few. I used to drink a lot. Now, if I told you that I don't drink at all no more, I'll be lying to you. I might drink a little bit Crown, but nothing where I'm even getting a buzz, just very little bit. Maybe sometimes, but my life has changed. I was the person that used to go into the bars or finish DJing, and I used to buy buckets after buckets, and anybody can tell you, they know me from back then. They know how free used to get down. But the thing is, I broke all these habits. I broke everything. I used to like this, anyway, but the medicine cigarettes, but I knew that I don't have to. That I don't have to go down that road. It's not going to make me a better person. Some of y'all probably looking at my video right now, smoking. But I guarantee you that if you would break that habit, first of all, you would save a lot of money. And then you could put that money into something that's going to make you some more money. You see how it works? It's better that way. But what do cigarettes and addiction cause? They cause health problems. They cause bad teeth. They cause bad skin. They cause a lot of bad stuff. And sometimes you're like, man, well, you know what? If I didn't smoke, I end up killing somebody. If I didn't smoke, I'm going to end up having a nervous breakdown and everything. And you see that because, again, that's how your brain is programmed. That's how you know what? My cousin, my sisters, my ancestors, they all smoke because of their nerves, But that don't mean you can't break that cycle. My show's not about addiction. My show's about, are you in control of your brain? Because again, a lot of us say, man, you know what? It's whatever I want to do. And sometimes it's not that. You're doing what you've been doing. You're doing because that's what works for you, because you don't want to get out of your comfortable place. You're afraid. You got fear. Something gives you a lot of fear, and you're afraid that you don't want to get through that. When I was beating my type 2 diabetes in the very beginning, I got my pills because I was taking the metformin pills, and I threw them away. Threw them. I remember from yesterday, I threw them. And people were telling me, my family, man, telling me, man, Free, what if you need those? You shouldn't throw those away. You need those. Those are going to help you with your diabetes. I said, I'm going to defeat diabetes. I'm going to beat diabetes. But by me having these pills, I'm going to keep on taking these pills because I think that they're healing me when they're not. They're hurting something else. And I got rid of those pills. And when I got rid of those pills, you have to see what you want to see. You have to become what you want to become. You can't say, hey, you know what? I'm going to quit doing this, and you're not making actions. When you make actions, then everything falls into place. You know, like right now, if people out there, they want to drop weight, they can say, oh man, one day I'm going to drop weight. And one day, or I'm going to do this next week. How many times have you heard? And I've had a lot of people call me and tell me, hey, Free, I need your help and everything. And then they tell me, oh, you know what? I'm going to start next week. And as soon as they say I'm going to start next week, I kind of know it's going to be they ain't never going to start. Because I've had so many people call me and say, hey, Free, man, you know, I'm ready. I'm ready to do the keto lifestyle. I'm ready for you to coach me. I'm going to buy your book. I have people buy my book and thank you so much for buying my book and then not use it. You know, because it gets too hard for them. It gets too complicated for them. And I'm not talking about the book itself. I'm talking about just the journey, doing what they're supposed to do, because people don't want to get out their comfortable place. I've had people not talk to me no more. I have lost friends because of who I became, because who I am today. I have lost friends. You know, as soon as I start dropping all this weight, oh man, Free thinks he's too good now. Free just thinks he's too good now. Oh, he se cree mucho, yeah, you know, and it's not that. It's that I'm proud of who I am. You know, it's that I'm proud of where I came from and where I'm at now, you know. And I can care less, because if they're not my friend, it's because they were probably never my friend. You know, first of all, you shouldn't accept somebody, you know, you should be happy. You should be sharing for them. Like, oh man, Free, what? You lost 98 pounds. That's really awesome. And not just me, anybody. When I see stuff like, you know, somebody, I think I'm trying to remember the names. Oh man, I follow a lot of people on my Facebook. Don't think because I don't, you know, interact a lot with you, I don't see your messages. I see everything. I see, you know, everything. But Ramiro. So Ramiro was saying, man, you know what? It's been 2 years since I stopped drinking. That is so awesome. And I put on clapping hands and everything because it's so awesome. It's really awesome, you know, because it comes down to having the discipline. But if you talk to him, I guarantee you, he tells you, man, it was hard. But when I when I told my brain, this is what I want, this is what I want to do, that's when it started happening. The brain is the most powerfulest thing in this earth. And most of us have a powerful brain, but we don't know how to use it. We don't know how to take this side from this side. All we usually have is the bad side. Like, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad for me, you know. That's why sometimes we don't make moves. We don't go for other jobs. We don't take chances because we're afraid, because our brain is telling us, oh, no, this is not what we do. This is not what we do. What are you doing? This is not what we do. But if you tell your brain, this is what we're going to do today, and this is what we might do tomorrow. And it's little patterns that you can do that can help you. Like, for instance, if you go a certain way home, maybe next time go a different way home. You know, you might explore something, and, you know, you might see something. You might see now hiring. You might see anything. You know, it's just, even me, I used to like to go to restaurants and be at the same chair, the same place. But now I'm more open to that. You know, I still don't like giving my back. I don't know. It's just a habit. I don't like nobody behind me, you know, but I've gotten better at it. And, it's just something that we got to get in control of. You know, this is your brain. This is no one's brain. This is yours. And if you want to break any habit, from smoking, from drinking, from pornography, whatever it is that you might have a habit on, then if you want to drop this, then you can. You can break this by controlling your brain. Controlling your brain. That's what you have to control your brain. Now soon I'm be doing a Zoom, and I'm gonna give y'all my Zoom, and hopefully I get, you know, a few of y'all. We're gonna do a Zoom call. Let me know what y'all think about that. And I'm not sure what. Okay. So finally it's working. All right. So I got this over here. But anyway, man, thank y'all so much for joining me. I appreciate everybody's joining me right now. And happy New Year. If I didn't get to talk to you, happy New Year. Happy 2022. Make this year count, you know. Excuse me. Again, my shows are not to judge no one. My shows are to help someone. And matter of fact, I help people every day. Now, if you thought I knew that I would be doing this, I never knew I was going to be doing this. It's just that God helped me, and it's like a calling. And God says, you know what? You got to do these shows. You got to help people. You got to study. You got to read every day. You got to do whatever you have to do to become a better you, to make a better them. And that's what I'm doing. Guys, man, I really appreciate y'all. Do you have any questions? This time I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to ask me some questions. So if you have any questions, ask me. And if you don't choose that, if you don't choose to ask me questions here, you can message me. You can message me on Facebook. You could message me on my YouTube. If you're watching me on YouTube right now, please hit the bell. My YouTube is Keto is Life TV. My TikTok is at Keto Coach. And thanks to TikTok, man, I appreciate y'all. I'm at 30,000. I take nothing for granted. I'm really appreciated for each one of y'all. And I look forward to more followers. You know, I know that I see my platform huge, because it's going to be huge. That's where I see it. That's where I'm going to put it at. And it's going to be help with y'all, from y'all. And thanks to people on my Facebook. Really appreciate all of y'all. And my Instagram and everything, my Twitter, everything. I appreciate all of y'all. You know, again, if I can help you any kind of way, reach out to me, 832-715-2557. And remember, your brain is very powerful. All you have to do is be in control of it. And if you're in control of it, you're going to be good. So I'm going to play something for y'all real quick. It's called Stop Self-Negative Thinking. Here we go.
I first want to start with this powerful word. Stop negative self-thinking. Ignore the negativity and doubts people have on you. You have to fight through the worst days to get to the best days. Be brave and take risks. You do not have to have this figured out to move forward. You just have to move forward. The mindset is the key of everything in life, especially your health. Negative self-thinking will only make you feel bad and hold you back. Right now, you and a lot of other people are probably holding back, while your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is trying to position you to something more greater in life. If you feel you lost everything yesterday or today, tomorrow is a new day to receive everything back. 7 times of whatever you lost, of whatever you felt. No one said life was going to be all flowers without thorns. It's up to you not to give up on you. Listen to me. There is too much negativity in this world. Make sure you're not the next to join them. I do not know what stage of life you are in, but do not give up. Greatness is built when you believe in yourself. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Keep on following me. Share my videos. Add me. And if I could help you, reach out to me. Thank you so much. Have an awesome night. And until we talk next time on the next video, remember, are you in control of your brain?